It says that the paint can, as it were, unveil itself to show us something deeper within the image.
Are told, sorry, no room at the inn, as it were. The rest, which is another 6 or 7.
I've even found that the narcissist, when they're resting, whereas for the non-narcissistic person, your mind does not still be awake, as it were, and is still not lit up where it concerns the self. For the narcissist, those parts of the brain are still fully switched on.
It is the purpose of God that He would raise this man from the dead in a public place, as it were, on the very road from Jericho. You go.
Some people, he said, had too much, and other people had too little. And it was now the job of the government to decide to rearrange the ships, the chairs on the deck, make sure that everybody had a decent seat, as it were.
And the motivation for this course is that a lot of manuscript material is out there in some form. Much of it is being digitized. People can see medieval manuscripts, but they have no way to dig deeper, as it were, to find out what the heck this stuff actually means.
That there's such shame attached to it. The victims, somehow they don't want to come forward with that. They've had enough stigmatizing without also, having that on their record, as it were, even though they were children. Of course, it wouldn't be their fault.
What do you think is the next breakthrough for behavioral economics affecting policy? The next low-hanging fruit, as it were?
Provide information for students so that they can have portals, as it were, through which to engage with the campus more deliberately.
That obstacle can also become our biggest opportunity if we can turn our own inner opponent, as it were, into our biggest ally. And that's really the subject of this book.
To go all the way under and suffer, to be, as it were, drowned in persecution and ultimately martyrdom.
Something new and disruptive is needed, a sort of, as it were, an Uber, something like that. The other issue I find myself...
There were too many people following him around the circular streets of Canberra late at night, so he had to get out of Dodge, as it were. So he came to Queensland.
Speak, in which our needs were met, as it were, just automatically through an umbilical cord.
Luther then also said, to it, I am, as it were, married.
For example, schisms appearing within Baptists and Methodists, from whom many of these people had come out, as it were, because they became more and more concerned that if they did not embrace a more negative attitude towards slavery, they would lose the rest of their